Day 119. I had to wait till I got out of camp to make the video because Count was so close to me. I already disturbed him as I'm packing up all my gear and whatnot. Not gonna be a total douche and just sit there and talk. So, last night, Red's crown popped off. He's not in pain or anything, you know, but his whole crown popped off. Today's Sunday, so it does no good to push it to get into town, because evidently that's why they were talking about doing a 31 today. But I could tell by their, I don't know, lackadaisical attitude towards it that they weren't going to do one, so I decided to sleep in, because it does no good for me to do a 31 and then sit at the van. I can't get in. Whew, uphill. Headed towards the spring. So what I suggested that we do is do like 25-ish today. Wake up early, do early. You know, not these guys' version of early. My version of early. Get to the van, get in town, and get Red's tooth fixed. Because if we don't wake up until like 8 o'clock tomorrow, as they usually do, it's probably near 8 o'clock right now, and I'm just barely leaving. And they're barely waking up. Count hasn't even made noises yet, other than farting randomly. But he just does that. But if we don't get to the van, he probably won't get an appointment on Monday either. So, that was my suggestion to him. We'll see how it goes. It's not my tooth. But everybody has to play along, or the plan doesn't work. If we all get up early and hit the van at and probably get to the van at 6 a.m. or something, and Count doesn't get there till noon, what was the point of waking up early? It's not like we can just leave him here and then come back for him later. I mean, I guess they could, but it'd be really inconvenient for everybody. But again, not my tooth. Oh, humans already. Oh, it is a big climb today. Is this my water? Oh, it is. Barely a trickle. Let me see where the next water is. So I walk up the trail a little bit more. There's more of a trickle up here. But, screw it. I got half a liter on me. And I got 800 feet to climb. So I might as well just go light. There's water right on the other side, or a half mile down the other side. Oh, the upper lake. here is great. Getting near the top. Somewhere like right in here. That's my guess anyway. Yeah, it was a pretty steep pass. Luckily, it was only a little over a mile long. You can handle damn near anything if it's for a mile. Oh, I can hear my water source. Guessing I can see it too. It's that strip of green. I just don't see the water yet. But it sounds like it was worth the wait, because I didn't want to carry anything extra up that hill. Gorgeous. Oh, the breeze is excellent, man. Oh, got a little sweaty on the way up. And I'm kind of wearing layers because yesterday I got ate up by mosquitoes every time we'd stop. So I was like, I'm going to wear pants today because I was pretty itchy last night. Nothing horrible, but, you know, definitely skeeters. Only takes a few dozen of them to really wreck you. Unless you kill all those little bastards first. Ooh, the rocks all sparkle. I know it doesn't show up on camera, but... Okay, it's starting to get steep. I'm going to walk in the grass. And when I get down to that little waterfall, we're going to have ourselves a safety meeting while we filter some water. Really should have done it up there, but it's a bit breezy. And I do want water. There's still snow. Oh, another lake. That's crime scene. He's got a white backpack. White seems to be a popular color this year. I met another dude, Forrest, who has a white sleeping bag. It's like, I want to see what these things look like by the end of the trail. The crime scene says the next 5 miles are really beautiful. And I was like, good, because the next, 25 for you are mundane as hell. I was like, there's just really nothing all that exciting yesterday. Beautiful. Lucky and Red caught up. Still haven't seen Count, but they said he was up and active when they left. In about 25 miles, there is a cabin. What's up, little cutie? Run away, run away. I'm going to aim for that cabin. From what I hear, it's actually a cabin. The last thing described as a cabin was some stacked logs. He's like, if I remain completely still, this guy won't know I'm here. Oh no, I see you.
Nice rock, huh?
It is. Glad somebody took the time. This was a structure at one point as well. I didn't even notice it until I started walking away. We're literally sitting right there. Count shut up. But, oh. Some sort of something they'd call a cabin. Oh, I even see a bed frame in there still. It hunts. Oh, apparently this tree fell on it and crushed it. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. There have been a lot of large orange marks painted on rocks as markers. I'm assuming for those who like to snowshoe through here or whatever you have to do to get through this in the winter. But they're shaped similar to that mark on a tree more often than not. Except more of a triangle base. Or a cone. Oh. Bet I get to climb that, huh? Paintbrushes here are rather vibrant colors. Some of them are just so dark red. Others not so much. Another little lake hidden out here. Doesn't look like the trail goes anywhere near it though. Well, except here, but I'm not walking over there to look at the lake. I've seen lakes. Somebody put like a smiley face in that one. Whale Hill. Rock just ripped the toe of my shoe right off. Well, just a huge gash. Awesome. I have a small hole in the one that tripped me the other day. But yep. Gonna need to pick something up before the winds. So they built this bridge, but it appears as though they forgot one important detail. The center. Oh, is this one inspired by Evel Knievel? Am I just supposed to get up a running jump and go over the gorge? Whatever. The hell is that all about? That looks new, too. Why would you do that? I don't understand. Oh, looks like I'm headed to Slagamelt Lake. I like the name, Slagamelt. Oh, count your lucky stars. If there's a lower Slagamelt, there's probably an upper. Do not graze or tether your stock within 20 feet, 200 feet of any lake. Oh, this is my water supply. Aren't you beautiful? We still have like 15 more miles to do. It's going to be a long day because we got kind of a late start, but it is what it is. good chunk of the rocks here are comprised of little rocks glued together. Little rocks actually, black ones actually look like glass. There's lots of different colors of things stuck together. So the last picture was a pipe sticking out of the ground that says that I'm on the border. But with the way this trail runs, we go back and forth between the two states for a while. That stump looks a lot like a rhino or a dragon skull. Cool. We've been running into a lot of those squinty-eyed sobos, and it's hard to progress towards them without startling them, because since they're headed into the sun constantly, one of the traits of the nobos is to constantly look at your feet, so they don't see us until we're right on them. But we saw them forever ago. Poor sobos. This is a sobo view. That's what the sobos see for 3,000 miles. Yeah. None of this. None of that. None of that. No looking up. No way, because there's bright sunshine going to burn your eyeballs. You just do this all day, every day. Sobo life is not the life for me. These shoes are really doing a number on my feet. I'm chafing pretty severe in my arches. My arches are so sensitive. I'm assuming everybody's are. I don't have any blisters or any calluses in there. And then I just got red skin. Luckily I got band-aids in my resupply box. So I'm wearing those now. I used a lot on the last section and haven't gotten around to buying any, so luckily I had some sent to me. Definitely gonna need to pick up more and a new pair of shoes. But a new pair of shoes generally means new sets of blisters, so get some band-aids too. Oh, that's delightful. We are near done with most of the climbing. I mean, we still have 1,000 feet here or there, but it's just hilly. No big ups. There's a huge down though. Just hearing from the Sobos. It's where we're trying to make it, is after that big down. It's 3,000 feet down to an old cabin. But we'll see if Big Red can make it there, because his shins hurt him. He started complaining about shin pain a little while ago. So we're letting him dictate how far he wants to go. Sure, he needs to get his tooth repaired. But since his tooth doesn't hurt and his leg does, it makes no sense to beat up your leg to go fix a tooth that doesn't hurt. Especially when we have some big climbing days when we get to the winds here soon. So if that thing's acting up here, the winds are going to kick its butt. But it's his leg. He'll do with it as he pleases. Oh. I hear voices. Maybe it's just the guys. But we have been running into a lot of people, so I wouldn't be surprised. Pretty much anywhere that water runs here is just filled with flowers. Just where the water's running, you can see its flow down the hill just by following the flowers. Okay, so Red's legs are hurting him, so we're not going to go the, 8 or 9 that it would be to that cabin. We're going to look for a spot, maybe 4 or so. So we'll start drinking instead, because that's what you do. I've been carrying this vodka for a few months. It might beat hard. Oh, my arches are all super sensitive right now. Strange how different mountains look. When I was walking around on the edge of that, I don't know, it was imposing. The boulders were huge. Now it's just a pile of dust. Really big pile of dust, but just a pile of dust. You see a little town way out there. And on most hikes I would have let me check for service. I got to do this or that, play my game. I had all sorts of stuff going on. Now I don't even have the urge. I've mostly separated myself from the other world. I barely turn on anything to communicate with, ever. and I don't allow notifications to my phone. So even if I do get notifications, I don't find them till I look for them, which is becoming less and less often. But I still do it, you know. There's obligations. Can't leave people hanging forever. That's just rude. Oh, jeebs. It gets all narrow. Put Joomster down. This area just seems really prone to landslides and avalanches. Just my guess. Oh yeah, look at this chute. Put him straight down. Ooh. That's smoke up there. That's a lot of smoke up there. I don't know if any of that is actually clouds. I think I see some clouds in the smoke, but all that you're seeing directly in front of you, 100% smoke. Might be some nimbostratus up in the smoke right there. Enhance. But other than that, and that might be smoke, I don't even know. I'm just going based off shape. Yeah, we got ourselves a fire going, boss. Probably not recommended to be walking this trail while intoxicated. Buzzed hiking is drunk hiking, okay? These rocks fall down so much they had to make a little fence. I wonder how long this will last. Ooh, straight down. Well, not straight, but you know, if you're following it, that's just, you know, semantics. A lot of work went into this. Look at the right side. I mean, they stacked that up too. Just slow erosion. or the slow creep of the mountain down the hill. Hey man, you don't belong. There we go. Nice and clean. Whoop. It's gonna go forever too. This is how avalanches start, man. Or landslide in this case. There's no snow. We can't have an avalanche. Man, I'm getting hungry. Unfortunately, all I have is like ramen bombs, but you know, they do fill the void. They're just not very satisfying. But for that, I've got to run into water again and, you know, find a camp and not fall off the edge of this. Hey man, we've been looking for you. The smoke dominates the sky. We're gonna get a rather interesting sunset tonight. All of that is smoke. Zero cloud. Sun will be in it in what, roughly an hour, maybe an hour and 20. It'll seem like the sun's gone down. But I might be able to look at it and see sunspots again. I'm gonna look at it, you know I am. Okay, well, after this little peak, it should be downhill for the longest time. 3,000 feet. Well, maybe not this peak, but I think it's this peak. It seems peakier than the rest. Unless they make me go over that one. Okay, there's that. But I hear soon. We're going down 3,000 feet. There's been some interesting walking for the past few hours. A lot of trail maintenance involved. To flatten out a spot in all of this. And on the side of a mountain, because when they did it, there wasn't a trail. You're making it, man. That's just impressive. I appreciate it. Man, how big is this fire? This isn't the same fire I was looking at the other day. Like 3 days ago we were looking at one fire. This is a completely different one. That other one was like 60 miles in that direction. Uh-oh, shadow's getting long. Need to find a place to sleep. Eat. Guessing it's down there somewhere. But I don't know, maybe they'll have me walk around the whole bowl on this thing too. I did the last few. We're just tracing the edges of these things. Okay, everything started to smooth out. We got trees again. I'm not on the edge of death. And really, there's flat spots all over the place. Sure, there's lots of rocks and whatnot, but, you know, hey, my mat goes flat quick anyway. Get to feel those things all up in your spine and your ribs and your hip bones. Oh, it's nice. Just don't know what you're missing out on. And we'll find the damn hole in that mat. Although it's been there for like 6 weeks now, so, you know, it's not like it's anything new for me. You can't just throw duct tape on a dirty mat. I gotta find time to wash that thing, and you know, I gotta have soap and water and all that stuff. We've not been sitting around stagnant for long, and when we do, I kind of spend my time drinking, so I'm not getting my shit done. So every day when I wake up cold on the ground with rocks or roots or whatever it is stabbing me in my back, I know whose fault it is. So we're still looking for a place to camp. It's kind of difficult in here, but we'll run across some eventually. Not necessarily where we can all fit, but it is downhill for the longest time. At least, whoa. At least slightly downhill. That would have killed me had that happened an hour ago. But even if there's not enough room for me, because I have the biggest tent, you know, it's downhill, man. I'll just keep moseying. And the further I get down, the warmer it is. So we found some spots to sleep. I'm here, Count is there, and they are way over there. And they have decided to get up early. They say they're going to go out by 6, so I'm going to start making all sorts of noise at 5:30, which will wake Count up, and then vicariously wake them up. That's the plan. We'll see if they get up. You know I am. I'm up and out. I'm going to make sure everybody's with me, because what's the point of getting in the van with everybody else? I can't get in. I'm just waiting for my water to filter, and then I get to go hide in my tent and go to sleep. It's going to be glorious. Good night. So these are my chewed up feet. And my arches are taking a beating. Yeah, they're not happy at all. I don't know if I have enough band-aids. Well, I guess tomorrow's a short day, so I'm going to try not wearing them, seeing if I can skate in with Adam. What's the point of wearing a band-aid for just 10 miles? But yeah, I'm in pain.